Let's say I'm browsing a Wikipedia page, for instance, a Wikipedia page on Wikipedia. But the issue is that I have a specific question in mind, and even though I love Wikipedia, I'm sorry to say it's super long, and I'm not reading all of that. Fortunately, I can use the new Pleias model for RAG, which is a very small model hosted straight on CPU on my computer, is completely offline, and which is going to be able to interact with whatever web pages I'm going to browse. I'm going to simply ask my question, is Wikipedia reliable? It's going to generate for a few seconds, but it's a very small model. It's only 350 million parameters. So even on my own personal computer, it's relatively fast to get an answer. And then the answer, when it comes out, is completely grounded. Basically, there are references, as we can see, which are with quotes coming straight from the original article, which I can check. Wikipedia open structure inherently making a new target for internet trolls. Let's check it back. Yeah, exact citation that we got straight from the article, which actually is grounding a statement which is completely consistent. So all these sources are actually chunks coming from the article, typical RAG style, and which are being processed by a small retrieval model. Even more interestingly, there is a small part where our tiny model is able to perform some form of source criticism. So it's going to assess each chunk and check whether or not it's the most interesting one, depending on what it's going to say. And okay, it has found that typically the first one was the most interesting and the others a bit less. So it's going to ponderate reference so that it's going to give it more strength. So it's all great, but now the question is that not everyone is an English speaker, and you may want to use this model. It turns out that you can, and we managed actually to train a very great, tiny multilingual model. Let's say now I'm a French speaker. I'm browsing the French article on Wikipedia, but I still want to be able to use the model. So I'm going to ask my question again in French. Est-ce que Wikipédia est fiable? Again, we're going to wait for a few seconds, but I'm going to insist on the fact it's all being hosted locally on CPU, and I get my actual answers. This time it's completely different because it's using the French articles, with chunks coming straight from it. It's going to provide an answers with this kind of element, which obviously is going to be different from the English one, but generally convergent. And so you see, once again, you got these quotations coming from the straight articles. And we can check again whether or not they are correct. And yes, there is. It's a citation coming straight from the original article. The great thing, once again, that there is this analysis component, which is this time being written in French, so that it's even thinking in French, the tiny model. It's completely consistent with your real thinking. Now let's put the difficulties even further. This time, I'm not English, I'm not French, but I'm a time traveler. I'm coming from the Roman Empire. So I'm going to get on the Wikipedia Latina pages, and I'm going to ask my question, which is going to be a bit more general because as you can see, the page is still relatively short. So we're going to make it more broad. I'm simply going to ask, what is Wikipedia? Once again, we wait for a few seconds, and we get an answer. And as you can see, the answer once again is in Latin. The reference are in Latin. They're coming straight from the Wikipedia article. Actually, you can see its introduction. And even more cute, I find, the actual analysis is in Latin. Quaestio a usure potita est de Wikipedia Latina, el quomodo haec editio ad studia encyclopedia et linguam latina pertinet. In short, with only 350 million parameters, so you have to realize it's like 20 times less than Llama 8b, we managed to create a great tiny multilingual model which is able to interact and reason over sources online. And you can use it all the time on your computer, on a telephone, everywhere.